Hello everybody and welcome to Bull Technology. Cities Skylines is my favorite city builder and perhaps one of my favorite games of all time. Skylines offers a true world of infinite possibilities and unparalleled creativity, and I love that. But it's been 7 years since Skylines debuted, and the past number of years has been littered with cash grab expansion packs and no real successor in sight. So today I'm here to explain why it's finally time for a new Cities Skylines. It's time for Cities Skylines 2.0. Cities Skylines is a city-building simulation game developed by Colossal Order, a Finland-based development studio. Skylines was released in 2015 for macOS and Windows, and revisions later included the PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch platforms. All iterations of the game retail for $29.99, and that's more than a fair price if you ask me. This isn't a review, however, if you haven't played Skylines and you're into city builders, definitely pick up this game, you won't regret it. I said in the intro that this is a video dedicated to making the case for a Skylines successor, and so in this video I will discuss 3 reasons why it is time for a new Skylines game, these being issues with the existing game, expansions and milking of existing content, and the outdatedness of Skylines. Let's start with issues associated with the existing game. I love Cities Skylines, but there have always been a number of issues with the game that have really bothered me, and these are issues that would definitely warrant a new game. Don't get me wrong, there have been many massive improvements to the game since it was released, but there are also still areas where the game needs some work. For starters, the maximum size of the map is still too small. Yes, the map areas are much larger than in SimCity 2013, but they are still too constricting. I wish I could build on the entire map, not just 9 tiles of the existing map. It looks goofy when your city has a stark square edge to it rather than a natural border. Another issue I have with the game is the lack of detailing. Now, yes, this has been massively improved since 2015, but simple things like being able to pave grassy areas in between dense urban areas still doesn't exist in the game. While we're talking about detailing, I think it's important to mention Skylines' graphics, music, and GUI. This is one area where Skylines definitely falls behind SimCity 2013. I understand that in 2015 Colossal Order was a small company with a small budget, but with as big as Skylines has become, the bizarre colors, strange scale, and goofy shapes of buildings are kind of inexcusable. And then there's the performance. You may notice that I'm currently playing this on my Xbox Series S because it will actually run on my Xbox Series S. The PC port of Skylines is just horrendously unoptimized. My Ryzen 7 1700X based system can barely muster 25 frames per second when playing in a city of about 25,000 residents. There are many other issues that exist with the game, and all of these issues could be addressed in a potential sequel. Again, I love Cities Skylines, but the more I play, the more of these things really irk me. So let's now talk about something that more than irks me. Skyline's exploitation of expansion packs and other DLC for the game. Shortly after the game released in 2015, Skylines got its first expansion pack titled After Dark. Then in 2016 came the Snowfall and Natural Disasters packs, 2017 gave us Mass Transit and Green Cities, 2018 saw the release of Park Life and Industries, 2019 introduced the Campus Pack, and Sunset Harbor and Airports were released in 2020 and 2022 respectively. Not to mention, over 24 other asset and music packs were introduced during this time, costing anywhere from $3.99 to $12.99. How many times do we see this in video games? Rather than develop a new game, developers, including Colossal Order, lazily throw together expansion packs for their game in an effort to milk every last penny from their success. And it's clear that fans of Skylines are not happy with this ploy. The most recent expansion pack to Skylines, titled Airports, has only a 54% customer satisfaction on Steam. Don't get me wrong, many of the expansion packs add valuable features to the game, but should players be required to spend anywhere from $13 to $15 extra for a game they paid $30 for? No. Skylines is beginning to follow the path of The Sims 4 and other games plagued with hundreds of dollars worth in DLC. This is not what I'd expect from the developers of a game such as Cities Skylines. It is time, Colossal Order, to stop milking Skylines and start developing a true sequel. Finally, we come to outdatedness. It's been 7, almost 8 years since Skylines was first released. It's clear that there are many technical limitations with Skylines as it sits now. Population and traffic mechanics breaking down after a certain population being one small example of this. I think it's time to develop a new game with new possibilities. It was absolutely incredible what Colossal Order was able to do with the limited resources they had back in 2015. But imagine what they could accomplish now. I don't want Cities Skylines to fade into irrelevance. I want Skylines to succeed. But the only way for Skylines to succeed is to innovate and stay ahead. And this doesn't mean releasing an expansion pack every 6 months. I've said it probably a dozen times in this video, but I love Cities Skylines. It is because I love this game that I criticize it. Like I said before, I don't want this game to fade into obscurity. Skylines has had a great run, but it is time for a new game. It is time for Cities Skylines 2.0. So be sure to leave a like, a comment, and definitely subscribe. And thank you all for watching.